Listening to reports of massive layoffs by big companies has become a common situation, but what are the problems that they entail? We will address the question that this situation leaves employees with. How will they be affected, and what should they do if they become protagonists in the wave of layoffs? When we talk about massive layoffs, we refer to two situations: when at least 50 employees are dismissed within 30 days or less, resulting in the dismissed employees accounting for more than 1/3 of the company's workforce, and the second case, when 500 employees are dismissed within 30 days or less, regardless of how large the company's workforce is. We will now take stock of which companies have carried out massive layoffs, and what explanations companies such as Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Coinbase, Shopify, and others have given for carrying out these layoffs. Amazon began dismissing employees on November 16th. These dismissals will represent approximately 1% of its global workforce, or 3% of its corporate employees. With plans to eliminate 10,000 jobs worldwide focused on corporate and technology jobs, these initial dismissals are just the beginning of Amazon's overall plan to consolidate certain teams. And as part of its cost-cutting strategy, Amazon also offers a voluntary severance package to some employees who resign on their own. Meta. On Wednesday, November 9, 2022, Meta announced the massive dismissal of 11,000 of its employees. These cuts come after Meta's shares lost 2/3 of their value and will account for 13% of its workforce. While according to reports, Zuckerberg admitted he was responsible for doing things wrong at Meta, it remains to be seen if there are more layoffs on the horizon. This is the first massive layoff in Meta's 18-year history. Twitter. On Friday, November 4, 2022, Twitter laid off 3,700 employees, nearly half of its global workforce. Twitter's massive layoff affected many departments, including content moderation teams, sales and advertising departments, and engineering and development divisions. This is the largest technology company layoff of 2022, and 2023 will reveal how the platform will be shaped and the results of Elon Musk leading Twitter. Snapchat. Snap Inc. has confirmed that the company will lay off 20% of its workforce, representing approximately 1,300 people. The Snapchat spokesperson noted that the dismissals were aimed at reducing costs and will predominantly be from its content team, ending the production of most of its long-format original Snapchat programs. There will also be layoffs of employees in the company's hardware division. Netflix. The streaming giant's subscriber numbers continue to decline, and as a result, Netflix has laid off 150 workers, representing approximately 2% of its workforce. Citing revenue deceleration as the reason for the company's slow growth, Netflix representatives explained that these layoffs are the result of a business need and not due to personal performance issues of the dismissed employees. Coinbase. The cryptocurrency exchange platform announced that it would lay off 18% of its workforce. CEO Brian Armstrong cited a possible recession, the need to manage costs, and growing too fast during a bull market as reasons for laying off nearly 1/5 of Coinbase's workforce, leading many to wonder if this is a signal of what's to come for the cryptography industry in general. Among our count, we must include these other companies that have suffered major layoffs in 2022. Shopify. According to the WSJ, Shopify plans to lay off approximately 1,000 employees, about 10% of its global workforce. In an internal memo on July 26th, CEO Toby Lutke told employees that their belief that e-commerce would continue to grow after the pandemic did not come true, and noted that it is now clear that the bet didn't pay off. Ultimately, making this bet was my decision, and I got it wrong. Tesla. At the end of June, Tesla laid off 229 employees, largely from its autopilot team, and most were hourly workers, which is surprising given that CEO Elon Musk declared earlier in the year that layoffs would be targeted at salaried positions. We can see a common denominator in these layoffs as part of the company's overall strategy for more sustainable growth in the future. If you have recently been laid off, here are 3 things you should do immediately before deciding what to do next. Tip 1. Apply for unemployment benefits immediately. If it is a policy in your country, you can usually apply for unemployment benefits online, simply by providing information such as your social security number, driver's license or state identification number, and contact information for your previous employer. Tip 2. Health insurance options. If you were previously covered by your employer, you may be eligible for COBRA, which allows you to maintain your health insurance for a certain period of time after leaving your job. Tip 3. Retirement savings. Voluntary contributions to private pension plans can be taken as scheduled savings that can be cashed in as unemployment benefits, so it is always important to be well informed when choosing pension contribution plans and managing the optimal option in any personal case. Main industries to apply to after being laid off. Take some time to update your resume, start networking, and consider the following industries with a high demand for talented professionals. Technology industry. The technology industry always needs talented professionals, and there are no signs that this will change anytime soon. Companies like Google, Amazon, and Apple are always looking for the best talent in fields with the highest salaries in data science, software engineering, and product management. Digital marketing industry. The rise of social media and online advertising has led to growth in the digital marketing industry. Companies need talented marketing professionals to help them reach their target audience online in new and innovative ways. Creative industry. The creative industry, which includes positions with the highest salaries in web design, graphic design, and copywriting, also has a high demand. Companies are always looking for creative professionals who can help them stand out from the competition. If you are a creative professional who has recently been laid off, consider pursuing a career in the creative industry. Another important conclusion, aligned with what we mentioned in a previous video where we focused on the closing of hundreds of stores by giant companies, is that companies are focusing on adapting and immersing themselves in the web market. So training as a collaborator for this is what will generate more consolidation and long-term labor robustness.